Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of our Congress series. Before we jump into today's Congress, this episode is brought to you by Mountain Dew. So, yeah, just this video, not the rest. Or there may be another future video sponsored by Mountain Dew, but we'll figure it out from there. Anyways, 22nd Congress. Whoa, dropping caps around here. This Congress was in session from 1831 to 1833. So, this Congress had 2 sessions. Okay, pretty cool. Chill. Let's jump over to the House now. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I'm kind of on a time crunch because I need to be somewhere by 5:30, and it's 5:10 at the current time it is being recorded. We have 213 members of the House. Excuse me. Speaker of the House is Andrew Stevenson, who was a Jacksonian, which brings us to House makeup. Remember in the last episode yesterday when we talked about the anti-Masonic party? Yeah, they're still around. But we also got a brand new party. We'll get to them in just a moment. So, party makeup. The Jacksonians have, get this, 123. That's right, 123. The anti-Jacksonians have 68. The anti-Masonic have 17. The Nullify Party, yeah, that's the new party that is introduced in this Congress, have 4, and there's 1 vacancy. And now we jump over to the other side of the building with the Senate. We have 48 senators. Again, we have 24 states. The President of the Senate, once again, Vice President of the United States. You guys know him. John C. Calhoun, who is a Jacksonian. And we have 3 President Pro Temporaries. They're all Jacksonians, so, yeah. Samuel Smith, Littleton Tazewell, and Hugh White. Again, they're all Jacksonians. Which, once again, brings us to Senate makeup. This one's interesting because, as you guys know, for the actual makeup of each House of Congress, of every Congress, we always go by what the makeup was at the end of that session. Well, when I was doing research for this Congress, for the Senate for this Congress, I was a bit surprised. You know why? Because get this. At the end of this Congress for the Senate, there was no majority party. Which, up until this point, is the very first time that's ever happened. I don't know if there are any other times where this has happened in American history, but this is the first one that has ever happened. Anyone know who had the majority? If you said the Jacksonian Party, you are correct. They had the majority at the beginning of the Congress. And here's the party makeup at the end of Congress, just like how we always do for all of them. Unless we get to the current one, which will be the current makeup at the time being recorded. Which can change. Anyways, the Jacksonians and anti-Jacksonians had 23. That's right, they had 23 apiece, which is probably about 48% of, all the seats and stuff. The Nullify Party, just like how we said about the House, it was the new party that was introduced. We had one, and we have also one vacancy. So now, major thing that happened in this Congress. You guys heard about the nullification crisis, right? No? Well, guess what? You get to learn about it. And I tried to summarize it the best I could. So, here we go. South Carolina declared the tariffs of 1828 and 1832 unconstitutional, which led to the nullification crisis, and the southern states to secede from the Union. Now, as we all know, the southern states seceded they started to secede in 1860, which is right before Fort Sumter, and, obviously before the Civil War. The nullification crisis was a major event that led up to the Civil War. It was one out of, I don't know, there's a whole list of things that came into play. But this is definitely one of the major ones. Of course, as we know, they didn't secede until 1860, at least the southern states did. The southern states threatened to secede. Jackson refused it and said, "No, if you secede, I will start a civil war right here, right now." And you know what they did? They didn't. The tariffs were changed, and obviously the South didn't secede until 1860. Which we'll get to that in a future video. Thank you all very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow for the 23rd Congress. It's going to be a hoot and a holler. Stay tuned.